I woke up after a 5-day funk, realizing that I was discouraged because once again I was not only faced with the fact that I'd never finished all the things I've started in my life, that I was also realizing that I still compare my life with the lives of others. And then on top of that, I completely admit that I'm guessing my way through life. And when all three of those and a few other smaller mosquitoes swarmed me for 5 days, and in the midst of that, I had no idea. It's like, what is bothering me so much? Why am I so unhappy right now? Well, as a fellow human being, you know, there are times when nothing really makes sense. The best laid plans, hopes, dreams, beliefs that are the guardrails by which you judge the chaotic moments of your life. And being honest enough to pay attention to the lives of other people who believe so differently than me. In the world in which we live, which I assure younger folks, it's really different than what it used to be. Maybe not the war, technology, politics, shit, that's been bizarre from the beginning, I suppose. Medical advancements, I mean, if you can step aside, if you could imagine what life would be like without being bombarded by social media. And here I am on social media. Forgive me if it feels like I am one more bombardment. But there is a memory that many of us have of a life where this didn't exist. And it led to some naivete, no doubt about it. I didn't know about war real time around the world or starvation. Hate was something that generally you didn't really know unless you were forced to participate in it. Reading about it and feeling it are entirely different. It's just, it's unusual. I know my dad grew up without a phone when he was young. I remember when we got our first TV. I remember the first time I saw color TV. And this isn't trying to be a blast from the past. It's just letting some of you know it's really different. It's really, really different. And when you look back, you can see that there have been people for generations warning us through science fiction, movies. They've been telling us what's going to happen. But the predictions, the prophetic predictions in science fiction and movies, songs, poetry, Some of these things saw the truth through a lens darkly. They didn't quite see it in focus, to the point that when it actually shows up in focus, sometimes you don't realize that it's the same thing they were talking about decades ago. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's important. But I do know that it's a weighted blanket that sometimes is too warm, too heavy, and you're wearing it in the middle of summer. And you don't know how to shrug it off. Despite any and all outward influences and appearances, I do believe that life is good. I do believe there's a reason to hang on that's absolutely necessary. To have it etched in stone in your heart and in your mind that forgiveness is one of the most powerful allies you can have throughout your entire life. The alternative to that is an out-of-focus lens of bitterness, resentment, rage, hatred. And it can be dolled up. You can put a dress on it, a top hat on it. You can put it inside a Mercedes-Benz. But a bitter life, a bitter life can look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, it's a mess. So right now, the outside of my life looks like a mess. I still believe in God. I always have been in favor of the idea of something I don't understand, something that defies logic. And to experienced manipulators they can try to prove that it's impossible for God to exist, but I'm absolutely convinced that even though I don't understand really more than a bucket full of sand on an infinite beach, I have no idea what all this is about. Anybody that says they know the purpose of life is guessing. Like a good sci-fi writer, they might be close. But in the absence of having an infinite, eternal, and unblemished mind, we're all guessing. And that's not wrong. It's really the only choice we've got. Guessing leads science forward. In the world of religion, guessing usually makes you a heretic if you don't believe the same thing. But it's between us and why ever you think there might be a purpose in life. If you think there's a purpose in life and you just don't get it, welcome to the club. Life is good. Humans have the potential to be absolutely magnificent. And forgiveness. Forgiveness of others, forgiveness of self, forgiveness of ignorance, forgiveness of all the things is the easiest way to take that overweighted, heavy blanket that's on you in the middle of a hot, rainy summer and shrug it off and let it go. We deserve to be unburdened by our ignorance. We have every right to still have hope. And it's a childlike faith and hope. And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you're being childish. It just means that you have the courage to believe in something that you can't prove. But it feels kind and good and tender. This entire universe is genius. Absolute genius. And I am one who does ascribe that personality has to have a source, as well as material. My 5-day funk may not be over, but it sure feels a lot better. Bye.